Match 1, Skateboard Legends, Part 4, Trial of Legends. The arena trembled as the neon sky cracked open, releasing streams of glowing particles that spiraled above Kai's head like electric fireflies. He stood on the shimmering pavement, board beneath his feet, breathing in the charged air. Raya hovered behind him, nervous but trusting. The neon skater floated above the ground, his wheels never touching the surface. 3 trials, he said, voice echoing like a broken speaker. Beat them, and the city core will let you live. Fail, and you'll become part of the root layer forever. Kai wiped sweat from his brow. Let's do this. Snapped his fingers. And the first trial began. The ground burst open, revealing a massive neon highway, extending into endless darkness. Cars made of light raced across it, glitching and flickering, as if they hadn't been real for years. A distorted voice boomed overhead. Ride the highway! Outrun the echoes! Kai kicked off, launching onto the glowing glass surface as phantom cars whooshed past. The wind sliced at his face like cold neon knives. Every time he gained speed, ghostly silhouettes flickered at the corners of his vision, whispering, calling, trying to pull him off balance. Raya skated beside him, teeth clenched. What are these things? Echoes, the neon skater replied from far above. Legends who failed. One of the ghostly shapes reached for Kai's arm, but he ducked under it, grinding along a rail that materialized from thin air. We're not failing today, he shouted. He landed the final jump, crossing the highway's end. The echoes dissolved behind him like smoke. Trial 1 cleared, but the arena didn't give him time to breathe. Trial 2, the Tower of Infinite Tricks. A tower erupted from the ground, spiraling into the sky like a skyscraper-sized skate ramp twisted into impossible shapes. Text appeared in the air. Challenge. Every trick must succeed. 0 mistakes. Raya groaned. Great. The tower that hates fun. Kai cracked his knuckles. Or maybe it loves fun too much. He launched upward, grinding a glowing rail, flipping from platform to platform, performing tricks that defied physics. Double impossible, neon kickflip, reverse gravity stall. Halfway up, the tower glitched. Rails vanished, platforms flickered, gravity snapped sideways. Kai nearly fell, but Raya grabbed his hand mid-air, slinging him back onto a rotating ramp. Dude, focus! I am not explaining to your ghost why you failed. He laughed breathlessly. Thanks for the save. Together, they reached the tower's peak. The neon sky lit up in approval. 2 trials complete. But the neon skater didn't smile. His expression twisted. Impressive, but the last trial will break you. Here's a picture of Trial 3. The heart of the city core. The arena dissolved. The world folded. Everything turned white. Then slowly revealed itself as the heart chamber. A colossal sphere of pulsing neon hovered above a bottomless pit. It throbbed like a living heartbeat. Raya whispered, "This thing, it's alive." The neon skater floated before them, glowing brighter now. The core is the city. The city is the core. You want answers? You want freedom? You want to stop the rift from swallowing everything? He pointed at the sphere, then beat the core in a duel. Kai blinked. We're battling a living city? The chamber shook violently. Neon lines erupted from the core, shaping themselves into ramps, rails, loops, and enormous moving structures. A voice vibrated the entire room. Prove your worth! The trial began. The duel. Kai shot forward, racing along a twisting rail that circled the core. The neon sphere fired, shockwaves that turned the ramps into unstable platforms. Raya dodged a beam of light that sliced a platform in 2. Kai, It's targeting your path. I noticed. He jumped, spinning through glowing debris, landing a perfect grind on a rail that spiraled directly toward the heart of the core. The sphere pulsed angrily. The platforms rearranged into a massive, moving labyrinth. Raya flew ahead, scouting paths. This way! Raya, jump left! The right side is a trap! Kai followed her voice, trusting her completely. They rode together, weaving through collapsing structures, outrunning neon blasts, performing tricks to stabilize themselves in mid-air. Finally, a ramp shaped itself into existence, pointing straight at the core. Kai exhaled. This is it. Raya touched his shoulder. Whatever you do, don't fall. Kai smirked. I don't fall. He launched. The ramp propelled him high, above the chamber, spinning him faster than he ever had before. He performed a trick he never named. A perfect fusion of everything he'd learned. The chamber stopped moving. The core dimmed. The neon sphere cracked and exploded in a burst of silent light. Kai landed on solid ground, breathing, physically shaking, alive. The neon skater knelt before him, no longer glowing with rage, but with respect. You've done the impossible, he said. You survived the trial of legends. He looked up at Kai. And now, the city belongs to you. Kai froze. Raya stared. What do you mean, belongs? The neon skater smiled faintly. Neon Rivers needs a new core. He pointed at Kai's chest, and a tiny spark of neon light flew into him. Kai gasped, collapsing to one knee. Raya screamed his name. The chamber shook violently. Something ancient was awakening. Something vast. Something alive. It whispered to Kai, welcome, legend. H1 Skateboard Legends, Part 5. Rise of the New Core. Everything went silent. Not quiet, silent. The kind of silence that swallows sound. The kind that comes right before a universe wakes up. Kai knelt on the glowing floor, clutching his chest as the spark of neon burrowed deeper inside him. Raya dropped to her knees beside him, shaking his shoulders. Kai, talk to me. What did it do to you? Sentences whereupon sentences. John Trenton opened the glowing floor, clutching his chest. Raya strode beside him, shaking his shoulders. When Kai looked up at them, told Raya to get down from him. After he staggered through the tube, he helped Raya dive in. It was no coincidence. Cal knelt on the glowing floor, clutching his chest. Right. Silent. A silence that brings sound back to life. Inspiring, inviting listeners to share their amazing impressions. John Trenton opened the glowing floor, clutching his chest, as the spark of neon burrowed deeper inside him. Hay tried to speak, but only a flicker of neon escaped his mouth, like a glitch in human form. The old neon skater stepped forward slowly. He's sinking, he said. His mind is merging with the city. Raya's eyes widened. Merging? With the what? No, he's a skater, not a motherboard. But the neon skater shook his head. The core chose him. Only a living mind can stabilize neon rivers now. Only a human can keep the rift from consuming everything. The chamber trembled again. Cracks of bright neon shot across the walls. The rift was waking up. Star. Inside Kai's mind, the neon horizon. Kai found himself floating in a vast sea of glowing light. Skyscrapers rose and fell like waves. Rails spiraled through the sky like shooting stars. A voice hummed in his head, not threatening, but tired, old, sad. You are not the first, but you are the first who did not come with greed. Kai spun in midair. Who are you? I am the memory of neon rivers. I am every trick ever performed in this city. I am the beating heart of the neon core. A giant. Face formed in the light, shifting between a skater, a street, a glowing circuit board. Kai swallowed hard. You said I wasn't the first. What happened to the others? The light dimmed. They tried to take our power. You passed the trials because you respect the ride. The glowing city began to crack beneath him. The rift is awakening. If it opens fully, Neon Rivers will collapse. Kai floated closer to the core's heart. What do I have to do? Accept the connection. Become the city. Guide it. Control the Neon Rivers. Kai took a shaky breath. He didn't want control. He just wanted to skate. But maybe to save his home. He had no choice. I'll do it, he whispered. The light surged around him. Back in the chamber, a new awakening. Raya watched in horror as Kai's body lifted off the ground, surrounded by spiraling neon patterns. His eyes glowed pure white. Fight it! Don't disappear on me. But then, Kai's voice replied, layered with an echo that didn't belong to any human. Raya, I'm okay. The neon skater bowed his head. The new core lives. Kai slowly descended, neon trailing from his fingertips like broken stardust. He still looked like Kai, but somehow older, stronger, connected. Raya stood up, shaking. Okay, you're glowing. Your voice has a second voice, and the floor is literally listening to you. Are you sure you're okay? Kai smirked. Actually, I feel kind of awesome. He stomped his board and the ground beneath him rearranged itself, forming a perfect glowing ramp. Raya's jaw dropped. Dude, you're controlling the city! Kai's smile faded. Yeah, but the rift is still spreading. The rift breaches the city. Without warning, the chamber shook violently. A massive tear ripped open the ceiling. A jagged wound in reality. Neon storms poured through it. Phantom skaters spilled out, glitching in and out like corrupted files. Raya grabbed her board. What do we do? Kai floated into the air, neon swirling around him like armor. His eyes burned brighter. We skate. He slammed his foot down, and the entire chamber transformed into a gigantic skate battlefield. Rails rose like spears. Ramps twisted like tornadoes. Platforms rearranged to block the incoming ghosts. The neon skater looked at Kai with newfound respect. You truly are the core. Kai nodded. Raya, with me. Raya grinned, fire in her eyes. Always. Together, they launched into the air. Kai glowing like a neon supernova. Raya blazing behind him. The phantom skaters attacked. The rift roared. And the battle for Neon Rivers began.